Hey guys, welcome to Pearson Hall. We're the Philadelphia Soul, here to present to you, PNC, about why you should start a sponsorship with us. I'm James Coker.
I'm Sean Dyer.
I'm Zach Bader.
I'm Kevin Miller.
I'm Casper.
And we're here today to talk to you about possibly forming a partnership together. So here's just an overview of what we're going to talk about today. First, we're going to go over the description of the partnership. Then we're going to get into the goals and objectives. We're going to talk about the components, what's actually going to come from the partnership, and then we're going to get into the budget. So the Philadelphia Soul are a professional football team. They play in the Arena Football League, also known as the AFL, so I'm going to get started with some background on that. The league was founded in 1987. Today it currently operates with 8 teams. The league took 1 year off of operations in 2009 before it came back in 2010, where it's been running continuously ever since. The 8 teams are divided up, represented in 6 different U.S. states, mostly on the east and west coast, as you can see there. The Arena Football League has some different rules than the standard football fan might be used to from watching the NFL or college football. It's got unique field dimensions. As you can see here, they play on only a 50-yard field as opposed to 100 yards in the NFL or in college, and they have these nets behind the end zones, which are considered in play. The ball's allowed to be played off of there. And another example of a different rule is the players are allowed to get a running start to the line of scrimmage before the play starts. Now some more about our organization. Philadelphia Soul were founded in 2004. The original owner was famous musician John Bon Jovi, as you can see here. The team, once the league ceased operations in 2009, the team didn't come back until 2011 when it undertook new ownership. There's now an ownership group of 6, with majority owners being Craig Spencer and Ron Jaworski. So Ron Jaworski is a bit of a public figure in the Philly area. He played for 10 years for the Philadelphia Eagles in the NFL. He's now an analyst on ESPN. Also in the ownership group is Marquise Colston, who's currently a wide receiver for the New Orleans Saints in the NFL. So there's a couple of marketable figures amongst this ownership group. As for the product on the field, the Soul have been one of the more successful teams in the AFL. They've made the playoffs 7 out of the past 8 seasons. They won the Arena Bowl in 2008. They were the runner-up finishers in 2012 and 2013. They won the East Division last year. And they finished with a 9-0 record in their home games last season. As for the attendance, last season they posted numbers of about 8,600 fans per game at each of their home games, which is just slightly below the league average, but we believe a partnership could help to boost that number. And currently the Soul have 92 business partners, which are mostly small local businesses, very few national brands, and we don't have a bank sponsor yet, which is one of the reasons we think this partnership would be a good fit. And now for your company, PNC, so we know you're based in Pennsylvania, out of Pittsburgh, over 6 million customers served throughout 19 U.S. states, 2,600 branches nationwide, pretty recognizable brand on a national level, and even just within the Philly area, there's 67 branches within 10 miles. So there's already a pretty good market for PNC here. And PNC is a pretty well-known sports sponsor already. They have the naming rights for a few major sports venues. PNC Arena, seen here, that hosts professional hockey and college basketball. They have the naming rights for PNC Park in Pittsburgh that hosts the Pittsburgh Pirates Major League Baseball team. So we think that this is another way that you guys can help further cement that your role as a sports sponsor. And the target customers for PNC is going to be college students, other adults looking to open bank accounts, savings accounts, as well as taking out loans. And another big part is the business-to-business aspect. A lot of small businesses will go to take out loans, and we feel that with our range of fans, that college students, other adults with families, fits right in. There's an opportunity there to gain some new customers, and with our 92 small business partners, we feel that that's a great opportunity. We're going to show you how you guys can make some connections with them and hopefully improve business-to-business relations. And now I'm going to hand it off to Kevin to talk about the goals and objectives.
Alright, so Zach explained to you guys why our companies are a perfect match for a partnership. I'm going to go more into detail about the goals and objectives of the partnership. So up on the screen here are the goals we have for you guys, PNC, to achieve through the partnership. 1, community philanthropy. 2, media exposure. 3, customer employee hospitality. 4 is increased consumer customers for PNC. And 5 is increased business-to-business customers for PNC. So here are the partnership components. First, we have community philanthropy. For the 2016 season, the Philadelphia Soul are rolling out a new community program called Activate Your Soul School Program. What this does, it encourages young students to make healthy eating choices and to stay active. It's a fundraising program, and it's free to participate for schools. They just pick a date and pick whether they want us to perform an assembly for their school or put on a football and dance clinic, and then we help them get their fundraising started by a thing we call School Night with the Soul. We give them information, flyers, and a webpage for their school, and they distribute that to the students, parents, and faculty. Then from that information, they can purchase tickets for the lower level sections for $20, and the school gets $10 for every ticket purchased from like their own webpage. And at the end of the 2016 season, the school that raised the most money gets an extra $1,000 from the Soul. So what you guys will get from this is, if you agree to this partnership, it'll become the PNC Activate Your Soul School Program. It'll be the leading sponsor. We'll co-host it, and we can make the prizes even greater, make it more appealing for schools. Also, we're gonna have a 50-50 raffle every home game, which is 9 home games. It's gonna be a normal 50-50 raffle. Fans can buy tickets for $2, and at the end, at halftime, we're going to announce the winning ticket, and that fan does bring home half of the total pot. But instead of us keeping the second half, we're going to donate it to you guys for your PNC Foundation. You guys can allocate it to economic development, educational programs, or arts and culture programs. Excuse me. For media exposure and reaching the public, we are going to allow you to tweet from our Twitter account, which has over 8,000 followers, and post from our Facebook page, which our Facebook posts reach 12,000 users. You might ask yourself, why would you want to post from our accounts if you have your own? Our accounts will open doors to new customers for you guys. Everyone that follows you on social media accounts probably already do business with you or know what your company's about. Our followers will be new and they may not know, so it's potential for new customers. You also receive a banner on our website homepage, which you can see up on the screen here. It's on the homepage, right in the middle at the top. Our homepage receives about 10,000 views per week, so this banner will receive just about all that because it's right in the middle. You will also be featured in the Soul's e-newsletter, which has 17,000 recipients throughout the season. The first newsletter will have a featured article on our new partnership, and throughout the season, we'll give you ad space in all of the e-newsletters. Our games are also televised on ESPN networks, CBS Sports, and local TV networks. This means more exposure of any logo that may be on the field, on t-shirts in the stands, anything. Fans not only at the game will see it, but now fans on TV will see it as well. And you will receive 4 stadium announcements for every home game, so 36 throughout the season. It'll be after each quarter, and it'll just be a quick radio type advertising your company. Now I'm going to pass over to Sean to talk about signage.
So one of the unique aspects of media exposure that we have an advantage over, say, a partnership with an NFL team like the Eagles is signage, because if you want to be a partner of the Eagles and you're looking to get some signage, there's a lot of regulations in the NFL as to what you could put on there and where you could put it. But for the Philadelphia Soul, we'll put signage just about anywhere. One example is on our jerseys. The NFL teams, they don't have any partnership logos on their jerseys. It's just their logo and the Nike swoosh because they make the jerseys. We'd be able to put a PNC logo right on the front of the jersey right there in between our logo and the number, as well as on the helmet. So anytime a player comes out of the tunnel like this, there's a PNC logo right in front of everybody's eyes. Also, anytime make a big play and there's a replay or a close-up to a player, they'll be able to see the logo. Also, we'll put your logo on the field. It could be for different games. You can put it in different spots. You can put it at midfield, or you can put it in the end zone. So anytime a player from either team scores a touchdown as they cross the goal line, there's a PNC logo right there for everyone to see. Also put it up on the Jumbotron, so anytime there's a fan in the stadium and they're looking up to see what the score is, they'll see PNC's logo. And then also on our video board, which wraps completely around the arena, so anybody that's in the arena, no matter where they're sitting, they'll be able to see your logo. And then, as Zach said, one of the unique aspects of Arena League games, as opposed to NFL, is the net that's alongside the field goal posts. It is live. It's a live ball that comes off of the net, so we'll be able to put your logo right on the net. And anytime a ball comes off that net and a player catches it and makes a big play, your logo will be right there. So like basically, if there's like a kickoff and it hits off the net and a player say brings it back for a touchdown, ends up on like SportsCenter top 10. Anybody watching ESPN that night or the following morning will see your logo as the ball hits off the net. Another unique aspect to our game is that the field is completely surrounded by a wall, which they don't have that in the NFL. So we could put your logo on the wall, and as you can see on the left here, if a player makes a catch along the sideline, they'd be right up against your logo on the wall. Also, anytime there's a replay of something near the wall, there'd be your logo. And there's a lot of action that happens around the wall, like catches near or over the wall and tackles near and over the wall. So a lot of action happens around there, and anytime a big play is made, your logo will be right there for everyone to see. And we also aim to complete the goal of your customer and employee hospitality. And one of the main ways we satisfy this is giving you access to our luxury box for all 9 of our home games. This can be used for employees as motivation. You could set a certain goal for them to achieve, and whoever achieves the most or the quickest of that objective would be rewarded with going to come see Philly Soul game in the box. As you can see, it's a really nice box, a lot of space, good view of the field, so that would increase employee motivation to achieve that objective. In terms of customers, you could host clients, either potential clients or current clients. In terms of potential clients, you could bring them in, try and get them to sign up for PNC, try and woo them in a really luxurious area, and it basically gives off a very positive image of PNC, makes people think that if they join PNC, they'll be able to live a type of luxurious lifestyle that comes with watching games in a luxury box. And in terms of current clients, you could try and upsell them. Maybe they already have a bank account with PNC, but you want to get them to sign up for a new debit card, a new credit card. By bringing them to the game, that might help you do that. Also, for customer prizes and loyalty rewards, anybody who signs up for our PNC Philly Soul Affinity card and use it, and the more you use it, they could be entered into a possibility to have a chance to win access to this box for a game. Also, have our mascot Soul Man and majority owner Ron Jaworski. They could go to PNC branches around the Philly area and kind of hang out for the day, sign some autographs, and this helps with customer satisfaction. Because anybody, let's say the Philadelphia Eagle fan walks into your PNC branch and they get to meet Ron Jaworski, get their autograph, it's really going to improve their customer experience for that day. And maybe a parent has to go do some banking, but they got to drag their kid around, and instead of their kid nagging them that they want to go home, they can go hang out with Soul Man for a little bit. He can keep them entertained, and that parent can get their banking done much quicker and easier, and that'll increase their satisfaction and their banking experience. And in terms of employees, if you have maybe the employees of Philadelphia Eagles game, they got to meet Ron Jaworski, or you're just having a mascot around the workplace makes it a more fun environment. And having satisfied employees gets passed on to the customers. If the employees are happy, that'll help the experience of customers. And also word of mouth would help this, because since somebody gets an autograph from Ron Jaworski and they're talking to their friends, where'd you get that? Oh, I got it at PNC. Sometimes he comes to different branches and signs autographs. That person, if they want to maybe get a chance to meet Ron Jaworski, will sign up for PNC. And I'm going to pass it off to Kat for some more components.
So, as the number one goal of the Philadelphia Soul, we know that customer satisfaction is a very big part of this partnership. So, as PNC, we know that PNC very values its customers and wants to facilitate to all its needs. So, as we would like to do, we would like to offer concourse giveaways that PNC would run, as well as affinity cards and discounts, and as well as halftime promotions where we would like to involve the audience and get them comfortable, make them want to be a customer of PNC, as well as make them comfortable in the Philadelphia Soul environment. So this is a couple of our concourse giveaways. We would like to suggest shirts, that had the Philadelphia Soul logo on them, as well as on the back with the PNC logo, showing that the partnership is very valid and present within the organization. As well as the hat with PNC logo, as well as Philadelphia Soul, and the AFL Nerf football with PNC and Philadelphia Soul logo on them as well. The customers can receive these prizes through giveaways, contests, promotions. There will be a specially marked space on the concourse for these giveaways, and we just want to know and facilitate to customers' needs, and as well as consumers, because we know that that is one of our main goals. So as Sean mentioned, the affinity card is one of the main components to this. Customers who sign up on location will receive this affinity card with the Philadelphia Soul logo on it, and when they buy tickets, they will receive a 5% discount. This affinity card is contributing to many other options, as well as in-game promotions, like the halftime promotion, where if you pay with your affinity card for a game ticket, you will get a chance to enter in the halftime game called PNC Save That Money Game, where during halftime you will go into a cash money box where each contestant grabs as much cash as they can as possible, and within the allotted amount of time, whoever gets the most amount of cash gets to go into the PNC luxury box for the remainder of the second half, and also receives a PNC Soul jersey. And now I'll hand it off to James, who will talk about more with business-to-business relationships.
So guys, our last goal is business-to-business relationships. We really set forward 3 different promotions to enhance business-to-business relationships. And the first one that I'm going to talk about is going to be a preseason brunch. Then I'm going to go into a hosting of a corporate golf event, and then finally PNC's local business day. So first, the preseason brunch. As was mentioned earlier, we have 92 small business sponsors already, not to mention our additional business clients that buy tickets through us. So we would invite all of our sponsors and all of our business clients to come to a preseason brunch where they could come and network, talk to each other, and we would allow PNC to set up a table to pitch themselves as a business helping company. They can talk about their loans, all their options about ways to help out businesses. It's a great way to network with local Philadelphia business companies and really cement yourself as a catalyst in Philadelphia business. Our next event is a golf outing sponsored by Ron Jaworski. Ron Jaworski actually owns a golf course called Valley Brook. So what we would do is we would give PNC the golf course for the day. All the charges would be covered except for hospitality fees like drinks, beverages, and entertainment. And you could host anybody that you wanted, whether it comes from a corporate client or whether it came from a just a consumer that you wanted to bring out, a really good client, maybe even an employee that's been doing a really good job. You can bring them all out to the tournament, so it should include business morale, customer morale, but we think it'd be really great for businesses because Philly is such a crowded area, and having this golf course only 20 minutes outside from the Philadelphia Sports Complex would be a great getaway from the hustle and bustle of the city, where you could really negotiate and talk to a customer and really connect with them rather than being in a business environment. The golf course has always been a place where business is being conducted, so we think that this kind of golf mixer kind of thing would really help PNC connect to their clients on another level. And then finally, we have the PNC Local Business Day for the Philadelphia Soul. What this entitles is we would give discount tickets to managers and owners of local businesses. Included in that ticket discount would also be a VIP pass to go up to the PNC luxury box for one half of the game. So not only would we be bringing local business owners out to our event and see all the signage and all the great things that we're doing for PNC in game, but then they'd also be able to come up to the luxury box and actually talk to you. So that would provide another opportunity to network with businesses and to see the luxury. As soon as they come in, if it's their first experience with PNC, you're going to be in a luxury box sitting there, and it's going to give you the idea that, oh, I'm banking with a company that gives me luxury, and that kind of thing. It really will inspire business customers to bank with you. And so now we're going to move on to the budget and pricing. So the deal that we wanted to set forward was a 3-year agreement with $50,000 a year you would pay us. We also wanted to add on an optional 2-year mutual agreement So if we both agree that the business is succeeding, we would continue it for another 2 years. Ways that we can measure that would be ways like hits on the banner that we put up on our homepage. It could be likes on Facebook or Twitter. For customer hospitality and community service, we're going to send out a survey before and after the sponsorship and see how the local Philadelphia community has responded to our sponsorship and see if it's changed their views on PNC. And through increased consumer customers, we would measure the amount of affinity cards sold. And business customers, we would just measure PNC's increased business capacity. So now onto the budget. This is where all the promotions that PNC would be paying for. You gave us a $75,000 budget. So here we have it all priced out. We have our hat and t-shirt giveaway. We're going to do a $2. We're going to make the hats for $2. We're going to sell 1,000 a game, give away 1,000 a game at 4 games this year. So that's going to come out to $8,000. Then for the concourse giveaways, we kind of graded out 3 employees, $9 an hour, 4 hours a game, which is a half an hour before the game, half an hour after a game, and the full length of the game. That's going to come out to $972, and then the prizes and equipment for the second promotion is that we estimated at about $1,000. So together, that promotion was $1,972, bringing the total to $9,972. Our third one was a PNC Affinity card. We estimated we're going to sell about 10,000 of these per year, and we're going to estimate that at about $1 card. That would bring the total to 10,000. You can see how that all prices out. And then the fourth one would be a PNC card discount. This is like if you use the Affinity card to purchase tickets. So we estimated about 30% of ticket buyers would be using the Affinity card. 87 with an average attendance of 8,752 and a 5% discount for all 9 games. It came out to around $26,000. And then the golf outing for the hospitality cost of food, beverages, and entertainment, we estimated around $10,000. Cost of signage was about $9,000 to make all the signs and actual things to go on the jersey. And the final one, the halftime promotion. So the money in the tank would come out for the whole season at around $4,500. And then the equipment for the actual tanks and hosting the winner in the hospitality luxury suite came out at around $5,000, and we threw the remaining budget in there just so you could really make the customer feel good. So we just want to drive home that this is really a win-win relationship. So these are the 5 goals that we set forward in the beginning of our presentation about what we wanted to succeed. You've seen the Activate Your Soul program and the 50-50 raffle come in for the philanthropy side. That's going to be able to boost PNC's really involvement in the community. One of your goals in your mission statement is quality of life, not only within your company, but also in the community. And doing philanthropy and philanthropy events really is what that does. It improves the quality of life in the community. Next, we have the media coverage through our signage, our Twitter, all the things that we laid forward. We're definitely going to be able to get you exposure to clients that have never really known what PNC is about. We'll really get your name out to our clients and associate you with the soul. Then on the client and employee hospitality, with things like the box, you really have a lot of different options on how to host future clients, future businesses, all sorts of things in your employees to really boost morale of your customers and your employees. New consumer clients, we really think that using the Affinity card and linking it with the Soul will open Soul fans to PNC to really connect the two brands and make the consumer connect the two brands as well, which would create a lot of new customers. And finally, the new business clients. We think that the Philadelphia Soul is a great place to host businesses. Lots of businesses bring clients out to sports events, and between that and the golfing outings and the preseason brunch and everything, we think that we can really bring you a lot of new business. So we really lay out these 5 goals that are important to PNC, and we laid out why each one would fit into our sponsorship, and that's why we think we would be a great fit for you. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us. Here's our emails.
Question.
Hi, we're the Blue Rocks. I'm Shelby.
I'm Macy.
I'm Brian.
I'm Chrissy Smith.
And we're going to present to Dunkin' Donuts, you guys. We're going to offer a sponsorship proposal, and hopefully you like our goals, objectives, and hopefully we can partner up. So first, I'm going to tell you a little about who are the Blue Rocks. So the Blue Rocks are a minor league baseball team out of Wilmington, Delaware, which is very local to here, so it makes it close to home. They were founded in 1999 by the Maker family, and they are also affiliated with the Kansas City Royals. The league that they are in is going to be the Northern Division of the Carolina Leagues, which has 8 different other teams in it. So not only are we a well-known minor league baseball team, we also have numbers to back up our success. Our success is one of the best winning percentages in all of minor league baseball. You may not think of that first when you think, but our numbers back it up. We have 8 winning Northern Division titles in 12 years, and we as well have 4 league championships in the Carolina League. So here is our mission. What is our mission? We want to be recognized as the area's best attraction, basically, in Wilmington. We want to have fun, family, inexpensive, that's the thing, inexpensive family experience, as well as have a clean, safe environment. This means making sure that kids feel comfortable, parents feel comfortable, and everyday people just wanting to come into Wilmington feel safe and have a great time. We are always working to improve the fans' experience and want to make sure they're on the top of our priority list. We want to be a community leader as well as show as an example of how we can be a successful minor league baseball team and be an outstanding organization. So, where do we play our games? Frawley Stadium. This is great location, riverfront, right in Delaware, so it's scenic location. Not only is it scenic, it's rich in history and culture. We have attractions near the thing, which makes it convenient as well as scenic. So convenient would be the Chase Center, which is, if you guys don't know what that is, it's the convention center, which is located right down the street. Also, there's local restaurants, which you can dine in before or after the games, and it's there's museums, and there's also contemporary art places. So there's a variety of different things going on in the Wilmington Center, which can bring people to the stadium. Not only just to see baseball games, they can go get food, they can go bring their children, go to the museum. There's many different opportunities. The capacity is about 6,532 people. So here's a little bit about just like game attendance. As you see, unfortunately, that it has decreased in the past couple of years, but we're hoping with the sponsorship we can get more people to come out, and they want to see it as an opportunity to go. We have rankings over here in which our attendance was number 1 from 1998 to 2008. This proves that we are able to be on top of the league. This was between 8 different leagues, and we were number 1 for 10 years straight. In the most recent 2015, we had 2,082, 437 people. So it's still not bad numbers, but we're still trying to work to get bigger. So where do our fans come from? This is a little bit about demographics. As you see, it's right off of I-95, so that makes it a perfect commute for all different people. Yes, mostly people come from Delaware because it's very convenient, but we also draw from Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Maryland. So we have a structure here of all the different people who are basically in the front office of our thing. That doesn't mean they're the only people doing the work. We have many people all over, different levels, different positions that make the Blue Rocks who they are. The Minker family is the people that have been with this for the whole time it's been. So it's basically the quote up here you will say, he's basically saying it's more than just a team to him. He's got to make sure he does anything and everything he can to make sure that the Blue Rocks are staying in Wilmington or are stable in Wilmington. So Clark Minker, as I just mentioned, the Minker family, they were there. Him and his dad were there when the first stadium opened, and they were the first people to ever play in the outfield. So this is a very family-oriented thing. We have the CEO, the GM, and then we have these 5 different sections. We are part of the marketing creative services. So we have ballpark operations, merchandising, advertising, sales, and broadcasting media. They all work together to make sure that the Blue Rocks run effectively and efficient. So in case you guys don't remember who you guys are, we'll just tell you a little bit about yourselves. Dunkin' Donuts is the world's biggest seller in coffee and baked goods. 70% of its sales are in coffee. So they offer 52 varieties of donuts and over a dozen different coffee beverages, as well as baked goods, breakfast sandwiches, and bagels. It was founded in 1950 by Bill Rosenberg, and so it's been around and pretty long in the business, and basically everybody you know goes, you see a Dunkin', and you basically know what it is. It was rated number 1 in customer loyalty for coffee, so if people had to pick between any other coffees, this is why we picked Dunkin', because this is customer loyalty is one of our big things. So they're serving over 3 million people, and we have different numbers here. Not only is it only in the U.S., it is also internationally in 36 different countries. So we have a wide variety of people we've dealt with. So we think working with Dunkin' Donuts, you guys would be great because you guys have also had a wide variety. And if you don't think you know around where can you find a Dunkin', this is where the Blue Rock Stadium is, right off of I-95. And there's basically almost over 20 different Dunkins that are in a little bit over a 5-mile radius of the stadium. So you can't make the excuse that people don't want to go out of their way to go to Dunkin', because there is a lot of opportunities for them to visit all over. And so I'm going to say basically outline why, and then Macy will go into more detail about why we want to be with Duncan and choose Duncan. Well, we both value responsibility. With every task we do, there's a passion and responsibility. We want to take responsibility in all of our actions, and we know that we have to be held to this. Also, both of us have this idea of fun, friendly environment. You don't go to Duncan and it's very bright, there's bright colors, it's kind of fun environment. Blue Rocks, family-oriented, bright kids, mascots. So we want to incorporate both into there. We want to use the 3 E's: energy, excitement,